What's up?
What's up, everybody?
How's it going, yo? Who's the one who asked when is the Super Bowl? When's kickoff? When did that happen? Huh?
Like
Like
hour
2.5 hours ago.
something like that. I don't know.
So right now, Pats are up 3-0 halftime show, and we didn't feel like watching Maroon 5. No. So we're gonna make a live stream tonight.
It's our own halftime show.
That's right. It sure is, buddy. So today's been a fun-filled day, to say the least. We've got Sunday filled of all this other crap going on, so we managed somehow to both be able to get some YouTube videos out today. Well, Ron's is almost out. His will be out pretty much 5 or 10 minutes after we get off live stream.
Yep.
So if you guys haven't been watching Captain Ron's channel, make sure you cruise on over to his as well to check that one out as well. Yeah, buddy.
It'd be appreciative.
Yep,
Appreciated.
Appreciated.
So it would help.
Yeah. So what everybody think of the video that I put up earlier today about doing the YouTube's videos? Did it get anybody all riled up and feeling like, yeah, I could do a YouTube video?
Me.
He could do a YouTube video. You could do a YouTube video.
If I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah. Please put out Sunday sermon. Hell yeah. What's happening, Warren?
What's up, JRC?
All that tool heads goodness.
So I'm gonna give a little bit of a spoiler to my video, and it's not that big of a spoiler, but I was doing a test run of the giveaway.
Test run only.
Test run only. And I put in the number generator, put how many entries I had. I hit it like 10 times, and it came up with comment number 11. So I start scrolling through the comments, and who's the winner? JRC. I'm like,
too bad it was only a test.
I was like, he can't have his stuff back.
We already paid shipping one way, yo. What kind of questions we got going on today for you guys? How much can you make as a technician? So, very, very loaded question on that one. But since it's the only question that we've got up so far, we'll answer that one. It depends heavily on what region you work in, what kind of a shop you work in, how good of a mechanic or how much drive as a mechanic you have. We're just going to go off of my history. When I started as a technician going to school, that means part-time at school, part-time at work, I made $12 an hour. And I did that, and I made that much for 2 years. After just about 2 years, I went flat rate. Flat rate turned me over into $14.50 an hour. Did that for about 6-8 months. They bumped me up to 15. 16, and then I actually found another dealership who wanted me to work heavy line for them. I went over to them for $21 an hour for approximately 7 months-ish, and then came back to the dealership I am currently at for $1 more than that, and I've worked my way up here and there. So at 7 years into the industry, I was making $80 a year. So if you work hard and you find the right employer, I love my employer. I love who I work for. That's a big thing also. So, you know, as I said in quite a few other videos, it makes a big difference on your outlook into becoming a technician, as well as the area you work in, the kind of industry you work in. Obviously, if you work at a tire shop, you're not going to make that kind of money. So it all depends. So that's about the best answer I could give for that one.
Yeah. I had another question up here that said, Snap-on, Mac, or Matco?
Snap-on. No, hands down, Snap-on. I don't like Mac because our Mac guy was a dick. He really was. He showed up like twice ever, and it was just a horrendous experience. The one guy ruined that whole experience of having those tools. Matco, the new guy's pretty good.
Yeah. Have you ditched the Mini? No, it's just out of the garage.
We just had to move it out of the garage for the current Tool Heads crate subscription box headquarters.
It's on your other side.
Which is the Tool Heads crate. This is where we're going to be assembling and packaging and prepping boxes for shipping right out of my garage. So That's what's going in the garage in place of said Mini right now.
Here's a question
Uh-huh.
from a Justin ATV. How much
Ooh.
wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
3 chuckfuls of wood.
3?
Tree
Tree.
chuckfuls.
Tree chuckfuls.
Hey guys. So what's
Hashtag ditch the Mini. So Ron doesn't get to beat the horn? No, I don't get to beat the
Yes.
horn.
Do I have a power probe? I used to have one. It broke, and I actually have been waiting. I've heard rumors of newer and later and greater things coming out, so I've kind of held off on getting the newest one, but I'm going to get another power probe here soon. I used to have one. It failed.
I may not get to beat the horn, but I got something for you a little bit later.
What do you use to manage your beard? Godliness. No, I actually.
Don't you have a wizard that like casts spells on it?
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly what
still
happens.
need to get you that T-shirt. One that has the markers that go
The
down
beard
the
markers.
Yeah.
I've got to have the lengths just to track in that aspect. I use Grave Before Shave products is the primary beard good stuff that I use.
I don't have much of a beard, so I don't get to use that kind of stuff.
Come on, guys. We need some more questions. We got to give this thing some awesome halftime stuff. So in the meantime, you guys coming up with some more questions. I got some cool new tools this week, guys. Actually, I bought them a couple weeks ago, but I just now kind of got a chance to kind of get them out of the packaging. I ended up going to Home Depot and buying me some new Milwaukee torque lock vice grips. These things are going to be replacing my 12 to 20-year-old vice grips that I currently have. Some of my vice grips that I have actually had my father's initials on them. And we're just going to say the teeth are rounded out to nobody's business, like they way out. So I've done some research and reading and got to looking that these torque lock vice grips are really awesome. They hold a lot better, and they're made of a better compound than a lot of other ones. So I'm hoping that holds true and these teeth don't wear out too fast. Aiden, you're grounded.
Whatever.
Milwaukee.
He just knows the truth.
Uh-huh. Cool. Posted a question. Best way to repair a stripped intake on aluminum block, small engine lawnmower stuff. Normally for lawnmower stuff, I just go buy another one.
Yeah.
That's just what I don't like messing around with stuff. But for aluminum things, I tried to do my best to drill and tap out. Whenever you try to have good luck with that one, our Ram Pro Masters have a bad habit of breaking off intake bolts off, but usually steel bolts in aluminum, you can get onto the steel bolt and they'll pretty much come out pretty easily. If a whole lot of corrosion is there, I like to use our inductive heating gun.
That is totally not true. Ron is a better mechanic because he plays Car Mechanic Simulator. Which I didn't even do this week. I had too much other stuff going on. Let's see.
Wait, here's a better question. As a foreman, how do you keep your cool with other techs, customers, and the people that I have to work with? Well, I got to work with the Captain Ron all day long.
You act like that's a bad thing.
Did you see the video about how he was stepping on freaking bubble wrap the whole time while I was doing it? That's what I do with.
Yeah, that was part of the video.
As a shop foreman, there are a whole bunch of different types of shop foreman positions in the industry, and I guess I could go with what I do for my shop. In my shop, I take care of, I still work flat rate, so I still have to make my hours and everything, but I have to take care of special tools in the shop. I have to make sure that our shop supplies don't diminish before we really need them to. Make sure they get reordered on time. I need to make sure that certain jobs get done on time. There's things that hold over a couple of weeks, so I need to come in on weekends and finish up some of those jobs. I've got to make sure the shop stays in clean-ish order for the most part. And then
that's more driven down to me.
I said in charge of delegating. I didn't say I had to do
Which
it.
delegating means it comes to me.
Delegation is done for that one. But trying to make sure the shop's in just general well-running order, as well as some of the comebacks and technical things in the shop. If there's comebacks in the shop, I need to help out that tech on figuring out where the fault was in it, what was the matter with the diagnostic. If there has to be a star technical question asked to our engineering department of Chrysler, then I assist in doing that one. I also deal with a lot of our ProMaster conversion van companies, dealing with warranty claims with them as well. So that's our specific shop foreman detail.
Automodan, we don't have to use bubble wrap behind the back wheels when we back out of the stall.
Chris says, "What's the next project?"
You make your own noise.
Yeah. What's the next project for the channel? So, a couple of different projects that I want to be doing. First off, it's the tool heads. Like, that's the main set focus right now, is trying to get that going and trying to make sure that that's an awesome product for everything. So I'm going to try to keep up as much as I can with the YouTube stuff. The next project I'm wanting to do is a toolbox build for the Duramax. I'm wanting to take the toolbox out, bring it in here, strip it down, put some tool storage and organization into it, possibly some air into it, compressor, an extra battery, some wiring into it. Who knows, might spice it up and put some power locks in it. How about that?
Beep,
Yeah,
beep.
that's right. So we're going to try that one, and then probably in a month and a half or so, we've got a new project build coming. Got to get it picked up from Chicago here in about 2 months or so-ish. That 99 Ram that's taking up space over at JRC's shop, we're going to be picking that one up and doing a hell of a build on that 99 Ram Cummins dually.
That's going to be a while.
3500. That's going to be a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Rustbelt special.
Yep.
We'll just say she's a little bit on the rough side. So the build on that one, it's going to take a little bit. He wants it gone. I'm going to make it gone. I'm going to make it purty too. So the other thing that I was thinking about on that project, since there's been a whole lot of guys say, hey, can you do things on Cummins, because that's what I work on day to day in the shop, and I'm going to for this build. So I'm thinking of other things that I want to do for this build. With the Duramax, I put some pretty high dollar stuff into that one. It's taken up quite a bit of real estate and quite a bit of funds to be able to do some of the things that I've done with it. So I think what I'm going to do with the build on the Dodge, I think I'm going to do a Craigslist, eBay, used special.
Oh, God.
The Rustbelt special. So I think we're going to build this thing up as much as we can. Probably are going to set like a price range of what we want to be at.
I'm pretty sure there's already a rust wrap on the Cummins.
Yeah, it's got a permanent rust wrap already on it. But we might try to do some body work, because I've never done it. And when I've tried, I've sucked. So yeah, we might try to do some body work. I'm not sure on that one yet, but we'll see. Baby steps here.
What's up, 410?
But I think, 410, what's up, man? But I think on that build, we're going to do an eBay special, Craigslist, and used parts only. We're going to see how much power we can build this thing up to, what kind of an awesome build that we can make.
This is going to be ridiculous.
Yes, it's going to be ridiculous. How well an eBay turbo can hold up? Maybe. Compound, triple eBay turbos. Who's ever seen a triple eBay turbo build?
Who wants to?
I don't know, but I think that's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah.
How can we repair about fault code P1320? What is that?
Who's asking that one?
That person.
How can we repair about fault code P1320? I guess it depends on what vehicle.
Yeah, it depends on the vehicle, actually.
eBay turbos.
Mm-hmm.
Make a YouTube channel just for the build. No, I'm not going to make a YouTube channel just for the build. I'm just going to add that to the channel.
Yeah.
The channel's got to evolve a little bit here and there. We can't do just tools all the time. But I do love my tools.
Yeah.
But, then summer's going to be coming. And since summer's coming, we can do a lot more stuff outside. Right now, we've just been focusing a lot more on.
Although it was 60 today.
Yeah, it was. That was pretty nice. We've been focusing more on the tools aspect of things and the tool head stuff because this shit's cold outside. And when we get off work at 5:30, it's getting dark already. So it's really hard to get YouTube content and everything made. That's why we ended up putting more lights here in the garage to be able to house and handle a lot more of the things that we want to do, at least in the wintertime. Got some nice heat rolling on in here.
So to catch up on chat, who wants to see a 24 valve blow up? Hashtag triple eBay turbo.
Possibly.
And Zach says, hey, Captain Ron, what are you wanting to do in the automotive? Like, what you going to school for? So what I'm going to school for is basically the Mopar CAP program. It's the same program that Rustbelt went through whenever he went to college. Matter of fact, it's the same school.
That's right.
Which is Sinclair College down in Dayton. But once I pretty much get done, I will be mostly Chrysler certified.
Yep, up through level 2
up
and
through level
everything
2s. And then once I get done, I will be flat rate at the dealership. So
Chase asked pretty much what kind of shop software did we use in the shop. So right now we use ShopKey Pro as well in our shop. Being a big Snap-on shop, we do have Zeus. So the ShopKey Pro functions and flows right into using the use with our Zeus in the shop as well. Just helps with the live and active diagnostics on that one. So we use ShopKey Pro on that one, and then just our generic Chrysler software that we have as well. I'm working at trying another bit of software, Motor Diag, with the new scan tool that I'm going to be reviewing for Top Don USA. I'm going to be reviewing their Artipad. So if you guys do want to check that one out early ahead of time, I'm doing some work with them and helping to just sharpen the edges of the scan tool here in the first couple months of it being sold here in the US, trying to get a couple of the kinks worked out. But all in all, this thing's turning out to be a pretty awesome scan tool.
it is.
Like it's coming along. It really is.
So Warren said, 4-month review. How are you liking your Epic setup?
I freaking absolutely love it every day. I was kind of worried because I was gone. Was it last Friday or 2 Fridays before? Captain Ron messaged me and said, I can't get your box to lock. So I'm like, shit.
No, it wasn't the fact that I couldn't get his box to lock. One of the cabinets
you couldn't get a cabinet to lock.
Couldn't lock.
So JRC's been hounded on me. He's been all sick that he didn't get the Echo locks in his toolbox, and he was just making me say, you got to say something's wrong with it because, I really, really wanted them. Well, I got them, and I thought that I had my first malfunction. He messaged me and said, I can't get them to work. It won't lock the cabinet. It doesn't seem like it's wanting to work. But I ended up going in there, and I put those LED strip lights in the top ends of the cabinets, and the one strip light was in the way of the top bar locking. So the Echo locks were functioning normally. It's all operator error.
This guy.
Miscusi?
Yeah, I didn't put him in there.
The box won't lock. I can't figure it out. There's light in the way.
I didn't put the light there in the first place, asshat.
eBay turbo on the Mini? Nope. I would even think about it if it was turbocharged, but it's supercharged, being an
eBay
early
turbo
Mini.
on the Kia.
eBay turbo Kia. There we go.
No, I want that Kia to last for a little bit.
Yeah. You gonna send you the Top Don Mini? I might be able to do that one. The Artipad Mini, but the bad thing is I like that one a lot. Like, I really like to use that one. It's a pretty badass tool, but we're going to see JRC. Did I enjoy the cold? This week wasn't bad. It wasn't that cold this week here in the Ohios.
I mean, it wasn't the ball shriveling cold that we had the week before when it was -40. But it kind of got up to like 20 degrees, which actually felt decent considering the bitter cold that we had.
But then today was 59 degrees.
Today was 60 degrees, and I was like,
all the snow just gone. Now
Yeah.
it needs to get rid of. It needs a rain so it gets rid of some of this salt. That's what we want.
We got enough salt on YouTube.
Yeah. all the saltiness within the comments on YouTube. I never thought that my rant video would strike a chord like so harshly to some people.
Yeah.
That they feel so adamant that, you know, I am that wrong that they have to put out their opinion saying how terrible of a person and how much of a liar that I am. And that's carried across quite a few other people's channels. The people who have put up reaction videos to the rant that I made, dude, they're getting some like harsh comments on there. Like it's some crazy stuff. People are really upset about that, and all I can do is laugh about it because you know who the ones are who are the most salty about it. The guys exactly who we were talking about on those videos, the ones who don't want to put effort into it, either can't or won't evolve with the times of being a mechanic, and just made them extra salty.
Yeah, dude. Although we got a good laugh out of it, so.
It does. We do get quite a bunch of good laughs. We don't let the haters in the channel get to us. Every once in a while, we do have to make some, I guess, stronger responses to them. But we almost take it as, you know, a funny side joke to it. And, you know, you kind of got to throw your mom joke in there here every once in a while. You know, that usually lightens up the mood here and there.
Yeah. Can't feed the trolls, though. You feed the trolls, then they just keep coming.
Yep. Then they're hangry trolls. YouTube has enough salt. Smuggling. I know what you're talking about.
You're a schmuck and you're lying. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. P1320 is showing the primary ignition problem in OB2 after ignition coil number 2, which was bought at Amazon, was changed. The car is an i30
98 Infinity. I'm sorry, man. I don't have a whole lot of experience with Infinities, especially on a code like that. It's one of those things where if we followed the flow chart on fixing that code, I'm sure we can figure it out. Whether you've got a ground issue, a pulse issue from the ECM, if you can use a scanner to, or if you have a I can't word tonight. My wording isn't working.
You got a what? Scan tool?
Yeah,
OB2 reader?
No.
Toaster?
No, you talk some. I'm going to think about the words.
Well, apparently life is like a big old burrito. You take one bite and all the crap falls out. And Kevin wants a dedicated video to the Tecton Ratchet review.
Man.
That one right there.
I just replied to that. I just did a review on the last live stream. Do you want me to do one again right now? Like I can't make videos just to these one things all the time.
I'll do it.
Now, I appreciate it. You know what? Yes. If you really want my opinion on it, go to the last live stream we did. But otherwise, Captain Ron is going to give his opinion also on the Tecton Ratchet. Not right now. You have to do an independent video because that's what he wants.
This is what I think of it.
Shush.
It's long.
I want a margarita.
Wait,
make sure to order a margarita with that toolbox footage. That's what we need for all that salt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got all kinds of cool stuff in arm's reach. More of the Milwaukee pliers, the ones with the large jowls in it.
I got this in reach.
Monster.
Monster.
We need some Monster sponsors. So if anybody knows anyone.
Hashtag Monster.
We need some of them good stuffs. Yeah.
I need a purple Monster logo for my Roblox.
I know, right?
Like a purple vinyl. I need a vinyl of my logo still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those vinyls that I put out, you know, that I've gotten done now, I haven't updated my Facebook page for those, but I have been able to get a couple of extra colors in the vinyls now. So I've got white, black, blue, orange, red, and green. Those 6 colors available for my vinyls.
Purple is sold out.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can get a Go Fast energy drink sponsor. We don't drink Go Fast, if that's even a thing.
Issues with the truck going into limp mode while towing under a load. Replace the fuel filter. Boy, man, you guys have had a whole lot of fun issues with that stupid truck of yours. Yeah, that's pretty rough. You guys have been going on that
What's the
one.
score update, by the way? No, the Patriots
It's
losing
still
yet?
the same. It's still 3-0. It's still halftime. We
Patriots-
are the halftime.
Patriots need to lose.
We
Just
are the
saying.
halftime.
I have severe hatred for Tom Brady
Why is that?
because I grew up in Indiana and the Colts hate the Patriots. It's kind of a bandwagon thing, I guess.
Yeah. Working to relax. Have you
Whatever.
put a new fuel rail limiter in the pressure relief valve in the back of it? Have you guys put a new one on that one? Because on the LBZs, the fuel rail pressure on those, they like to spike up too high, and that fuel rail pressure regulator likes to stick. Might be somewhere you could check on that one.
Apparently, we're better than the actual halftime show.
Really? Is it that bad?
I mean,
Okay.
Maroon 5 and two people I've never heard of, so. Although they were supposed to do a SpongeBob SquarePants tribute. Don't know if that happened.
Pats are up tree at halftime. Now, who else in here watches the Super Bowl to watch the ads? I legit, every time the game itself comes on, we turn the volume like all the way down so we can watch more YouTube videos on our phone.
Yep.
And then as soon as commercials come up, oh, everybody, commercials are on. Everyone pay attention. All right.
Dude, I've been doing that for I don't know how long. Like, I don't really care.
So,
about, I don't
so many
care about-
people. So many people.
I don't care about the freaking
That's right.
game. Unless the Colts are in it, then I might watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Ads suck again this year. I'm sure they probably do.
I don't sports.
I don't do no. I don't watch that foosball.
I'm the same way, man. To be perfectly honest, I have never been to a football game. Ever.
I have.
Not a high school one, not a college one. I have never been to any kind of football game.
But she says, "Da Bears."
I grew up in a town
There we go,
that
Gregory.
did not have a football team. It was a tiny ass little town. Graduated with
Didn't
30 kids.
Didn't your school have a football field for marching band?
We had a football field behind our school that was actually a really nice football field without like actual goalposts. It had like soccer goalposts, but it was a nice marked off dead nut football field for our state champion marching band to practice to.
Apparently, Audubon Dan said he just saw a mini commercial.
All the same ads. It is.
Pepsi, Google,
it just
Bud Light,
rotates.
insurance,
That's exactly the rotation on it.
Doritos,
They don't even have the I wish they had the frogs still.
Budweiser frogs,
Bud.
Bud.
Wise?
God, that's a throwback.
Most
Commercial.
important of the question tonight, where's Doggy? Oh, Doggy's inside sleeping. She's a pain in the butt. Well, I was trying to do that video earlier. All right. So this guy here, he's laughing his ass off because all of this stuff happens. There's another reason why I don't do my YouTube videos in my house, because we have 2 families living in our house right now. And
7 people.
7 people, 3 children, 2 dogs, 2 cats, 4 adults. We're just going to say it's a little bit hectic and chaotic. So me trying to do a YouTube video inside the house is just a bad idea. Just horrendous. So we tried to do it at the most opportune time when one of them was asleep. The other one was out trying to sell Girl Scout cookies, and it still didn't go so well. I started filming, and within 3.5 seconds,
Not even that.
somebody walked in the front door with one of the dogs, as we thought they were out on a walk with the dog, but the dog didn't want to go anywhere, so she ended up turning right back around and come back in. So that happened, and then the dog decided she wanted to play, so she was going all kinds of nuts and crazy. And then the other 2 young kids were upstairs. They decided to, hey, look, I want to be on YouTube. Hey.
Mhm.
Yeah. For
or,
like
or
10
get in the
minutes.
hot tub.
And then wanted to get in the hot tub. So it's been a
Apparently, you're
crazy
supposed
pain.
to check your email and show your sidekick.
Check my email.
Swear to God, if it's a leg lamp, I'm gonna be pissed. If we're gonna go over this again.
And again. And again. What's some more questions?
It was me.
It was her. Oh man, I want the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. Check on their pizzas. That's funny.
Yeah, that's pretty much true.
Dale, you always got that extra little laugh in there. I appreciate that, bud. I really do. He's always got those funny things to be sending me.
Billy says, how do you feel about toolbox widget tool organizations for more room, /cleaner box?
Billy, you got to go check out my toolbox store because I love them. I've got the toolbox widgets in my wrench store. I actually need to purchase a couple more because I've got more wrenches to put in now. I just picked up a couple of larger ratcheting wrenches.
Where'd that come from?
The Home Depots.
Husky,
because I don't feel like buying a $130 24mm snap-on ratchet wrench.
I don't blame you.
That's why. So I needed
they put little idiot arrows on here so you know which way it goes.
Every once in a while when we're doing alignments, a lot of the times
cool.
they take 24mm, and I don't feel like wrenching those things forever. So I purchased me my first ever Husky wrench. So we're going to see if that busts my knuckle or whatever works with it. But toolbox widgets are a really good product. Like I said, check out my toolbox tour. I have used that during that video.
I need new wrenches.
Now, I don't have as many as JRC has. Go check out his channel to see what the true product of Toolbox Widget can do for a massive box full of wrenches.
Will Hartford says, have you guys tried out the Astro Pneumatic Stubby Impact?
No, I have not used that one. I've seen it on a couple of other guys' channels. One that none of our other tool truck guys sell it. I'd like to try that one out. It's not one of those tools that I really want to, just for the shit of it, I'll buy that $200 tool. No, I don't really feel like doing that. So if somebody had one for me to test, I'd love to do that one, but I just haven't found the correct chance to be able to do that. I really want to try one of those big air hammers from Astro Pneumatic, though. I've heard really good reviews on those as well.
What's y'all's favorite and best half-inch air impact? When's the last time we used a half-inch air impact? To be entirely honest.
I mean, my PT850, I like it because it's super light and it always just works. Like, it's nice. But the last time we used it was a while ago when somebody else had to be using my Milwaukee half-inch electric impact. So very, very few times do we actually roll out the air reel to use our pneumatic half-inch impact. I did get a look at the Matco stubby impact a couple weeks ago. That one wasn't too bad. That half-inch super stubby that they had in air, but again, it was air, so I'm not really all the way into the air stuff a whole lot anymore. PT850. Plus, we just got PT850 hair dryers for the ladies. Yep. We picked those up during the holiday season.
My kids like using those.
Yep.
Hey, halftime's over. Gotta go. Peace.
What?
All right.
Fine. We are way cooler than what's going on in that place.
I agree. Especially if Patriots are winning.
What else we got? For a toolbox, so I can get a bigger toolbox.
Waiting on socket organizers. Warren's going to stay. Thanks, Warren.
Cool. Because you know what? I'm going to give something away.
Oh.
You know, you guys who just ended up deciding to leave because, the football game is back on. No, it's a stupid football game.
Foosballs.
So we're going to give something away. It's not anything fancy or great or anything like that.
I don't know. If you need it, it's kind of fancy and great.
Yeah. It's a set of jumper cables with a bonus emergency flashlight within it. With, look, a Flex Fit sticker on it.
Who put that on there?
I don't know. That came from... This was given to me. So it's got a 210 fitted Flex Fit hat sticker attached to it. But...
I was going to... JRC's like, I was going to leave, but now I'm back to the giveaway. Hashtag gold digger.
Exactly. So we've got 12-foot 8-gauge Everstart jumper cables for the guy who don't got no jumper cables in his third car or something like that. It's got an emergency flashlight that comes with it also. So, jumper cables.
That's right. Game was to shut it down.
Did you make it? Did you broke it?
No. I was reading something.
You broke it.
Shut up.
Again.
No, I didn't.
So hard to find good help these days. Love you, Captain Ron.
Listen here, man. Half your shit wouldn't work if it wasn't for me.
Everybody needs jumper cables, dude. If not for actually jumping vehicles, for doing dumb stuff with, like, jumping alternators across from batteries to whatnot to see if ground cables are bad. That's what I use them for in the shop primarily. So, yeah. Okay. So right now you're going to be putting in for the giveaway. It's going to be !jumper. Jumper. !jumper. Let's see it, guys. How long will we do this for?
I bumped it up to 7 minutes. Why not?
7 minutes.
You guys got plenty of time.
You guys want some jumper cables? !jumper. Photo in. So, who wants jumper cables? We're giving away jumper cables and a light.
Yeah, let's stick that to that.
Flex fit hat. And for our commercial break, we've got tool heads box.
Do you like tools? Do you want tools every month? Well, come on down to toolheadscrate.com where we got your tool heads every month for your tool head pleasure.
The tool heading pleasure.
The tool heading pleasure.
So that's the other thing that I wanted to hear from you guys is, what do you guys think about the website? Have you guys actually cruised on over to there?
If you haven't, you suck.
I want to see chat too.
Chat's right there.
Okay. Have you guys actually cruised on over there? !
Pooper does not work.
No, that's not the right one. ! Jumper. And it doesn't matter if you put it in 13 times or not.
But wait, there's more!
That's right.
Billy Mays here for OxyClean. But wait, do you got stubborn stains? Quit jerking off in towels.
In towels. Get rid of them stains. Yeah, he got it the 1 year. Yep. Tool porn in a box. Monthly subscription.
Does your bedroom look like a Jackson Pollock painting under UV light?
Oh, wait. Dale said, I got a cut. And then now you got to come back in and you want some jumpers?
I'm going to find Dale's name and take it out.
I'm just messing with you, man. Yep. You've got that, and you guys have the golden wrench to think about. So for all of you guys who put in all of your entries and chances into getting your tool heads crate, you guys have put in for the subscription. You guys have got your monthly availability to win the golden wrench. The golden wrench, if you haven't looked into that one, it's going to be a monthly,
all 32 of you,
given away to one lucky Toolheads Crate subscription member. We're just going to put this golden wrench into one lucky package. Don't know who it's going to be. Now, somebody going out along the United
check this
States.
out, guys. Because this is the first month, because this is the very first one that's coming out, right now, 32 people are getting Toolheads Crates. Your chance of getting a golden wrench are really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want in, yes, Willy Wonka's golden, no, it's more like Rustbelt's golden wrench.
Rustbelt's golden wrench.
It should be a rusty wrench then at that point.
No, that's not so appealing. Nobody wants a rusty wrench.
But, I mean, if you guys haven't signed up, now's the time to get in there, because once this box goes out, say you got 50 people in there, you've got a 1 in 50 chance of winning a tool that's valued at over $100. Those are pretty good odds. And as this toolbox crate keeps going and keeps going, hopefully those numbers are going to go up and your chances are going to go up. So if you guys want a chance to win something really awesome in one of these crates, now's the time to get on it. $35 a month, and you got one in
$35.99.
$35.99.
Got to be specific. That's what
$35.99.
If you sign
gets
up
you a
for,
chance to win an awesome tool.
You guys sign up for more months, 3 months, 6 month, or 12-month subscription. You guys get more discounts off of each month's box.
Yes, additional shipping and handling, tax not included. Void in Rhode Island.
Whatever, void in Rhode Island. It's not void in Rhode Island. It's void in Canada.
Call 1-800-TOOLHEADS.
Sorry about the Canadians.
Yes, it is void anywhere but the U.S. at this point.
How do you sign up? Well, if you want to sign up for the Toolheads Crate, go on over to that website the JRC54 just put up.
Beating me to it.
Dude, he's sitting there tippy-tappy fast.
I know. We're here busy doing
You go there and you're able to sign up on the website right there for the Toolheads Crate giveaway.
Now, if you're talking about the jumper cables, it's exclamation point jumper.
Exclamation point jumper or jumper cables. If you want to win jumper cables, that's what we're giving away. How much more times on that one?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I forgot to look.
It was 7 minutes.
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes remaining on the giveaway. So also something else to keep in mind for the Toolheads crate in here, the first T-shirt or shirt or apparel item that we're going to be putting in this crate is going to be very unique. It is going to be for our OGs of Toolheads brand. This shirt that or apparel item or whatever that we put into this one will only be produced the one time. It will never be reproduced again. So it will be a collector's item of sorts for the tool community. It will never be produced again. You guys who sign up for the original crate will be the only ones to have that piece of apparel, and you guys are going to be the lucky ones toting around the Toolheads OG brand.
Jake, we are going to be working on trying to get at least our close top hat and pants neighbors to the U.S., being Canada and New Mexico, getting shipping to them. We just got to figure out what proper shipping would be, because if we did it through the postal service, it would be almost as much as the crate itself to have it shipped. So we're working on trying to figure out what a good medium flat rate shipping would be for other areas. So we may not have it for this first month, but keep tuned to Toolheads Crate and our channels. We'll let you guys know when stuff's going to update to where we can ship it out to some closer international people. I know you and I know Aiden over in Australia is wanting it, and right now it's just trying to figure out what a good cost to have it shipped to you guys would be.
Couple of questions there. Hunter, Power Probe or Snap-on multi-probe? So it's pretty much the same thing, but hopefully here soon I'm going to be getting my hands on one of the Snap-on multi-probes. Maybe I could get my hands on a Power Probe also to do a little comparison on that one. That's a possibility of coming out. This guy, Adam Adams, who works at a mom and pop shop. He's ready to jump up and do some more things. He wants to know what kind of tools he needs. If you don't have any and you're going flat rate, you need to get electric tools. They make the job a lot faster, a lot simpler, a lot easier. Having to speed things, you got to think flat rate when you're working like that. Every time you get out one of those hand ratchets, think how much time you're wasting. Yeah. Unless that is specifically needed for getting into that area, I don't like to use short hand tools very often.
And I'll tell you, if you go over and check out my channel and look at my toolbox tour, I'm essentially a beginner mechanic as well. So everything I have in my toolbox, I am able to use to do all these simple, oil change, brake jobs, stuff like that. And it's all the tools that I use on a daily basis to do those kind of jobs. So if you want to know what kind of tools you need for a beginner to get that kind of job done, go check out my channel, look at my toolbox tour, and you can look through every drawer I have, and it'll give you a good idea of what you need to kind of get started. I do agree with the whole electric tools. One thing I'm looking to get is going to be electric ratchets. I don't have any of those yet, but those are definitely on my next order.
Jump on it.
Yeah, I need to get those because those are kind of valuable. So, all right, giveaway time.
Ready for the giveaway. Winner for the giveaway.
Winner chicken dinner is Stephen Allen.
Stephen Allen for the win.
Stephen wins him some jumper cables.
The computer picks it. You win it. Stephen Allen is getting him some jumper cables with bonus emergency flashlight.
Enter my JRC 54. I will do that, JRC. I have yet to do that. I've kind of been slacking. I've been busy doing other things.
So the funny thing is, Steven, I think he won the very first giveaway that I ever did on the channel.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah,
I remember doing that.
Back in the day, which was like 8 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he won like one of the very first ones that we ever did. So I appreciate it, Steven.
You've got his address in the IG.
Yep.
In the gram.
I do. Yep. Might want to send it to me just so I don't have to scroll back through it and find it. But that'd be super swell of a guy like you.
Swell.
Whatever. You rigged stuff. Yeah, the top Don tool. That's what he ended up winning. That one. Russians hacked the giveaway.
Probably. In Russia, giveaway gives away you.
Sign up for that crate. Yep. So yeah, hopefully, also the other thing to think about, when we do these Toolheads crates, we are doing it for the community that we have. You guys being an awesome group of guys, we really wanted to give something back to you guys that was, worthy of what you guys do for the whole community and yourselves and your families. So we wanted to make something that was going to be worth it for you guys and something more to enjoy than our shining faces on YouTube weekly.
Yep.
So monthly, you'll be able to get these things. What our biggest thing on this, like we say, is cheap box, better stuff. We don't put money in the packaging. Nothing that is out of the ordinary other than getting the box to you and getting the contents to you safe and sound. We're not putting extra money into it for that. We're keeping our same profit margins on every single crate that's going to be going out across the month. So we don't want to be buffing up our profit margins, overly, that you see everybody else put out, one awesome box to get everybody drawn in, and then all of a sudden their boxes suck.
We're not like some companies.
No, we're not like some other companies.
Like that one down there.
Yeah, that one there. So we're not like them, and we're going to be doing the same profit margins for each one. So that means the more people that sign up for these boxes, that means we can get the tools that we want at better rates from these tool companies.
Yep.
So the more people that sign up, the better rates that we can get. That means the better tools that we can get to go in the boxes, or more things in the boxes for you guys. So it is really important that we get more guys signed up. The more people that sign up for these boxes, the better the things are going to be in there for you guys. We're going to pass down the savings to you guys. That's the biggest thing that we're going for. We make projections based on what we are putting in the box, and we're not going to be changing our projections just based on we can make an extra $1 per box off that thing. No, we're going to be putting the $1 more. If we save it on something else, we're going to be putting that $1 more back into the box.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
They don't watch this.
Nah. But yeah, that is the main
good.
thing that we're going to be focusing on for the crate. Keep that in mind, guys. So try to share that one as much as you can for it, because like I said, the more people that get into the crate service, the better the things are going to be for you guys.
Someone asked what a good flashlight was for doing inspections.
Flashlight for inspections.
Streamlight.
Streamlight.
Yeah.
Pocket Streamlight.
I can't remember what the brand is on mine. Mine was one they had on the, mine's got like the 3 different brightness settings to it and everything like that, and it's rechargeable. It's got a little stand.
10 millimeters for the packing peanuts. If we can find 10 millimeter shaped packing peanuts, the whole point that we're going to go for on this one,
more for freaking packing peanuts
on these, Warren, is we're going to be able to stuff the boxes tight enough to hopefully we're not going to need any packing material.
No,
that's going to be our goal for this. We don't want to have to buy packing material and stuff that you guys throw away. Why would you want us to spend, an extra $10, $30, $50, $1 on these boxes on stuff that you're going to throw away? We're going to be putting that money into more stuff to fill the box up.
Yeah, that's one of the big things about the whole cheap box thing. Like, we even looked up ones that you could have printed, looking nice, do our own graphics on, and they were like an extra, like $2 a box just to get a design on them.
Big Bad Gamer, there's a couple other diesel techs in here. Maybe not at this current time, but we do house quite a few other diesel techs here in the community.
So why wouldn't the annual subs get a better tool than the month-to-month person? As you know up front, those guys will be getting it, so better negotiating power. I negotiate with my Snap-on guy.
So on that one, we'll table that one, but for the guys who sign up month by month, if you're willing to put up the extra money right up off the bat for more months, that's where you're getting your discount on that one. Now, hopefully what we're planning on later on is to have more tiers. So not only will we have the $35.99 box, we're hoping to be able to have, a $60 box, a $75 box for the guys that really want the bigger, better tools, that these companies will be able to see that, yeah, we've come out with these crates and the sales on them are good, so they're willing to give us better discounts on bigger tools as well. So that's going to be the push later on down the road. Hopefully, we'll get to that point, be able to have people do upgrades for their crates.
Yeah,
that
and
they
it
purchase.
wouldn't be another full like $70 purchase. It would be an upgrade to your existing Toolheads crate purchase that you guys already had. So if I hadn't broken my ankle, I would have signed up. Hopefully, I will want to start working again. Hey, man, we understand.
Life happens.
Life happens. Life gets in the way. Stuff breaks. But hopefully, you're doing better.
Still 3-0.
I'm sure we'll.
Surprise!
Pats.
That foosball. Got that foosball in you.
I only play that because alligators is ornery.
Yep. That is
Mickey
what happens.
Valancourt showed him the boobies.
And he liked it. He
You
is all
still great with a bad ankle. Leg lamp decal in every box. God
Shots fired!
God damn it, Warren.
Leg
I'm
lamp
gonna kick you
decal.
out of this friggin' chat.
See, the funny thing is, we still haven't got the final design for our vinyl that might be going in the first crate. So, who knows?
I just won't sign up for the first crate.
No, but it's going to be your job to put them all in the boxes.
Yeah, I'll make one of my kids do that.
You took your 609 EPA test? That's awesome. So, actually, the funny thing is, this afternoon, I literally just had to take my AC test because back when it was just 134, I had to do it then, but now that they've come out, obviously, with 1234, Chrysler is requiring every single technician to have their AC refrigerant certification, I guess that is, just to be able to have your shop purchase and be able to use. You should have to pass this test to even use and look at the refrigerant.
The funny thing about that is that when I passed mine, the same day, what'd we do?
We went
and bought refrigerant.
Yep, we went and bought refrigerant. So now Chrysler is requiring that out of every single technician who's going to be certified in air conditioning. Even if Chrysler does all of their training and everything for air conditioning and recovery, they still require that you have ASE certification, that you pass their 33-question test and paid their $19.
Jacob says, just fill the AC system with propane, problem solved.
Well, back in the 80s, that was the thing. Mm-hmm.
It's a little.
It used to be a 10-question online degree. Now it's 30 questions. Just letting you know. I took it today. I know this.
Do they still give you like the notes that you can look up the paper and everything like they did for mine?
No.
Oh, they did that for me.
Well, that was in person.
No, it was on computer.
Oh, I don't know.
Like it gave you the resource. Like you could go look it up.
No, they didn't have it on that specific one. They made you take it through. It's not through ASE. It's through ASE something certified testing division that you have to take that test. So I had to physically sign up for that. You have to pay $19 to take this certification, which work will then reimburse me for next week or whatever that is. But yeah.
Yeah, but can you all make a video on how to do AC work on a car? Sure. We can do that.
We can definitely do that.
Hell, I just did that last week.
Now, 1234, that's going to be a long video.
That's like a 2-hour video.
If anybody in here has used the 1234 YF refrigerant, then you'll know that those machines, the general EPA regulations on them, say that they have to do certain checks and they have to be able to check the consistency of the freon that's going in, checking the functioning of the AC system to ensure that it's not put out into the atmosphere. So the machines take forever to do an evac and recovery on them.
Yes, they do.
They are such a
Charge the
pain
system.
to use.
Charge the system. Turn the car on. Vacuum the system.
Mm-hmm.
Put more freon in the system. Turn the car back on. Suck it out again. Put it back in. Done.
Yeah, they take. That's why. So under flat rate time. So under book time on like Shopkey. 134 evac and recharge, if you do it the correct way, it still on Shopkey says it pays like 1.3 or 1.4 hours. If you look at a 1234 system, it pays like 2.2 or 2.3 hours because the system takes so long to charge with those freaking machines. Now, even through Chrysler Chrysler only pays, I think it's like 6/10, 5/10 or 6/10 to do a factory 134 evac and recharge on a warranty claim. Now on 1234, they will pay 1.7 or 1.6 ish hours for a 1234 YF claim. So they know how long it takes. It's a ridiculous amount of time.
What's the cost to recharge 1234?
So starting out, and I think what the cost still is on it, like it's kind of crazy. They won't sell it in 30-pound containers. They're only sold in 10-pound containers. That 10-pound container through us at Chrysler costs $1,000. So you can do the math on that one. $1,000 for 10 pounds of it. That's kind of freaking ridiculous. It's like $10 freaking ounce. Whereas 134, I think my cost on 134 is like 24 cents an ounce right now. That's my cost on it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Jacob said it.
If you don't torque the rockers down, could it make it sound like crap? Rustbelt and Captain Ron.
If you don't torque the rockers down, yeah, I think that will definitely have an effect, depending on what the vehicle is. But anything, if you don't torque something down, then it may make a little bit of extra noise.
So the customer pay would be expected about $400 for a recharge?
If it was customer pay as of right now, yeah, it really is. It's like $375 for a generic vehicle like a Cherokee to refill just their Freon. That's just the parts cost on the Freon.
Yeah, it was like, I think a fill for the one I did, because I just did a Cherokee and I had to do a fill on it, and it was like 0.482 kilograms, which I don't know how many pounds that is.
I'm not sure.
But, I mean, it was, conversion. Yeah, I don't know either. But, I mean, that was how much it goes in that one, and it still took forever. So,
thanks for coming, Toolbox Footage.
Yeah, thanks, man. Will, yes, I'm going to be posting a video more than likely about 10-15 minutes after we end this live stream. I just finished up doing my first video of my series, which I've said I was going to do for a while. Finally got around to doing one today, so
yes, Hunter. Most companies are switching to 1234YF. In U.S. manufacturers' vehicles, the only vehicles that are not still required to run 1234YF are the commercial vehicles. So the Ram ProMasters, the big 3500s, they are not required to go to 1234YF yet, but eventually they'll all have to go over there. Just like when the U.S. switched over from R12 to 134, the cost of 134 at that time was absolutely astronomical too. But just as everything else comes into play, there's supply and there's demand. Right now, the demand isn't quite there yet because the majority of all the vehicles that are running 1234YF are even still under warranty. That and the fact that they are run by systems that detect leaks so easily and they're so much tighter in their systems that they don't have those kind of issues and leaks like you've seen before in other refrigerants. Excuse me.
What's up, Aaron? What's up, Bill?
What's up, guys? So yeah, with that 1234 refrigerant, it's going to come down in price eventually. When some of these cars start coming out of warranty and things start happening, the more miles they get on them, more people are going to be requiring them, and the cost is going to come down. I think the cheapest that I've seen a 10-pound bottle of 1234 currently was on sale at an aftermarket parts store for, I think it was like $895. That was the cheapest that I've seen it. Now, I'm sure I haven't gone and looked for 1234 yet, but I'm sure it's out there. It could be cheaper than that, but it's still kind of outrageous.
Zach, have a good night, man. We'll see you on the video. And for those of you guys that are waiting on my next video to be posted, I am doing the giveaway, so make sure you guys go check it out.
Cool, man. Go Pats. I think he's the one guy in chat.
Probably.
To each their own, man. To each their own. I don't watch the foosball, so I can't say I choose one side or the other.
I haven't watched it this year at all, but still, you know, screw the Pats.
Where does this hate come from? I really want to know this.
Indiana, apparently.
Mm-hmm. The Indiana hate for the Pats.
Indiana hatred for Pats, yes.
I see how it is.
Question, how bad is 1540 in a 3800 V6?
Why would you want to put 1540 in a 3800 Chevy? I would not recommend it. One, they already have some gumming up issues. If it's a vehicle that is that old, yeah, it's going to help you get rid of a little bit of that extra clatter in the top end. But everything's so gummed up in those anyways.
You'd be pancake syrup.
Yeah, you could run some thicker stuff just to try to get rid of some noise if you're looking to get rid of the vehicle.
Or
but
put a lower weight in there and throw some Lucas in there.
Yeah, I would not recommend such for extended use. Yeah, it's recommended 530 or 1030 for the 3800s from what I remember. Always love doing those intake elbows and the cracked intake manifolds on those. It's been a long time since I've done one. I'm kind of out of practice. I do have wood on the desk here. I'm kind of out of practice on them. You know, changing out those 90-degree elbows. I haven't done those in a long time. I am stuck on doing a lot of warranty work lately. I haven't gotten to work on any of the older used vehicles that come through our lot lately. You'll get to work on those probably before I will the next time.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
What's my channel name?
Captain Ron.
If you look up Captain Ron, you're going to find a bunch of movie stuff, unfortunately. So let me go get my YouTube link, and I will... Oh, wait a minute. I know what it is.
Ding! Hit that light bulb.
I'll go get it this way.
Had somebody said he wanted to put 1540 in his 3800. It's like, no. Warren, I want to see your videos. I really do. You seem like a pretty cool guy, and I really want to see some videos. And it better not be of, hey, look, it's bright and sunshiny over here in freaking Hawaii all the time. I don't want to see that stuff. I want to see some good videos of you doing some stuff. So let's see it, man. I really want to see more guys do more YouTube videos. You know, there's not a whole lot of them out there, especially in the dealer world, that I want to see more points of view from everybody. So that, and I could verify my rant speech, you know. I've heard a whole lot of them, but I want to see it. Remember the new Snap on my TV? It doesn't like anything below 30 degrees. Screen problems at that time. Okay, yes, Bill, I would say that that's probably going to be true. I have not taken any of the new color screens out there, but I've seen people with other color screens.
There it linked, finally.
Got a link. I've seen people with the color screens, not just that one, but other multimeters with those color LED screens that they've had issue in colder weather, like all the little LEDs like to just stay lit and they don't work so well on that temperature, which kind of sucks, but you know, I can't say that I generally take my meters out into that cold very often at all.
Eric says, I was subscribed to Ron when he had like 6 subscribers.
Yep. Mason, okay. I don't know if my job will let me. Yeah, just like I did in my video earlier today, I like to point out that, you know, yes, I work at a dealership and a lot of people want to see some of that content that I have in my day-to-day life there working as a mechanic, but it's not always plausible. The customers, you know, they might freak out if they saw their vehicle, you know, on YouTube. So some of the bigger stuff that I see there, I do get permission ahead of time. Plus the fact that usually I'm there at work to make money. I'm there to work my job. So I feel that if I'm making videos, then it's taking away from time that the shop is requiring and needing of me. So that's why I don't generally feel like I have that much time. Unless, like I said during the Trackhawk videos, you know, my boss was like, hey, you know, it would be a really cool thing to do videos on that. I think it would be a really neat thing. You need to go ahead and do that one. With that and the build of the Grumper bumper on the new 3500 Ram. That was another one that my boss said, hey, you go ahead and do this one. You know, he kind of just lets me know ahead of time. I don't even hardly ask anymore. I just, you know, let him tell me when I can do some of these things. Plus, I don't feel like I want to be having my camera around out all the time during the day because there's a lot of, we'll say, finicky people around the shop. So something would either get stolen or broke, or I'm sure if I had it out every day, that would end up happening.
And I even tried, you know, somebody asked me to do like a life or a day in the life of a cap student type video, and I tried setting up a video in the corner and just letting it run, and I really didn't get any great footage. Like I'd have to actually work towards that. So I don't know if a day in the life video is actually going to work for what I'm doing. Um, you know, I could probably highlight in a video like what my day consists of, but actually getting footage of it ended up not being a very efficient thing, I guess you could say.
That's what I mean. You know, when you're, trying to work in through the day, it's hard to get a good grasp on a good video and trying to work and make time, especially when you're flat rate. You're trying to make the time that you need to, and YouTube videos, because YouTube videos, if you guys have made videos or are starting to, you will find that it takes you 3 times longer to do what you are videotaping than if you weren't videoing it. So like what was the last one that I did? That Grumper, I could have had that one done probably a couple of hours faster, at least, if I wasn't trying to, okay, I need to set my camera up so I can catch me doing the wiring of this, set it up over here so it can catch us putting the bumper on. It takes more time for everything, so that's why I don't like always doing that during the work hours. And we're kind of limited to the weekend and evening work, which sucks now during the wintertime in Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Philip says, they got to ask, did you buy the Snap-on hoodie or did you have to put 15 kids through college buying tools?
You're wearing the Snap-on hoodie.
Yep. No, I think when I bought some tools, I got this for free. So,
just an FYI to you guys, getting stuff off the Snap-on truck, never pay full price for anything. Never, ever. There are a certain amount of markups put into literally everything they have on there. They can give certain items away. They can hide stuff in the cost of this, cost of that. Never, ever pay full price for anything. Always haggle price on the Snap-on truck.
Yeah.
Just my 2 cents on that one.
All Things Mechanical says, I like the toolbox tour. Do you get Snap-on SEP? Yes, I do, until May, whenever I graduate. So probably in the next, I don't know, month or so, I am probably going to never free Captain Ron. It's never free Captain Ron. Well, whatever. But no, in the next couple of months, I'm probably going to be putting in an order for my last order through SEP, because I need some electric tools and some other miscellaneous tools. So while I've got that discount, yes, I will be doing that. So
Hunter Skinner, yes, it is definitely going to be cheaper to buy stuff off the truck than off the Snap-on store online, because online they sell stuff at MSRP and MSRP only. That's the only way they sell things. There's no talking to a person. There's no haggling in price. There's nothing to go back and forth with anything. It's just like ordering stuff off of Amazon. If you want it, you have to pay that price, and then they send it to you.
So a question, Budget Tool says, is same-sex marriage legal in Ohio?
He would have that. I don't think it is. Not that it really matters, but no. Hunter, can you make weekly payments? Yeah, you can't make weekly payments. You can make weekly payments on a truck. You can't make weekly payments online. That is the one.
You can make monthly payments online if you get Snap-on credit.
If you get Snap-on credit, that also charges you interest.
Mm-hmm.
Interest rates, what's nice enough on a Snap-on truck is 0 for the truck accounts.
Yeah.
The truck drivers know how much the guys really need to have these tools in their day-to-day lives, and they know that they are not always obtainable at that exact moment. They want to still be able to make that sale, so they know where the guys work, they're on the route, they've got their social security number, they know where they live, so they give them the benefit of the doubt, and they open truck accounts for 0% interest for a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how cool your truck driver is, you would have to see on what kind of weekly payments you can make on those things.
Budget wants to know if we got married yet.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Weirdos.
Oh, Budget. What would we do without you? Probably not have weird questions. I mean, if you can't find a local dealer at your specific shop, I mean, you could probably find one that actually roams around, and like JRC said, you could probably call Snap-on customer service and have them find a dealer that could.
Oh, you can call them and you can tell them to come by. If you don't have a dealer in your area, or if you have a dealer who is either not very compliant, they will send an adjoining dealer, somewhere close to that, to come to your shop for dealing with you. They won't lose out on sales. They're just like any other big box corporation. If you complain enough, you'll get something for free, or they'll take care of you, because to them the customer is always right, which is a good practice for larger companies, anyways. But yeah, they will do that.
We like our Snap-on guy. He's pretty cool.
Payments at 1/10 the price. That's generally what a lot of the drivers do. Is they split the cost of whatever it is on your truck account up to 10 payments. Usually, depending on your payments, what position you're in, they don't like giving out a whole lot of free truck credit over $1,000 unless you're paying hundreds of dollars a week. Usually, they like to keep them at or under $500-ish, depending on what you're buying.